Kickoff for the Week 4 game between the New Orleans Saints and the San Diego Chargers is set for Sunday, October 2nd at 4:25 p.m. Eastern Time. The New Orleans Saints did a major overhaul to the NFL's worst defense from 2015, and yet they still give up yards and points at an alarming rate. The San Diego Chargers were decimated by injuries last season, and for the third week in a row, they lost another key member of their team when Manti Te'o was felled with a season-ending injury. The over-under is the highest on the board for Week 4 at 53.5 points, and the number has scared some bettors away from the over despite two teams that take their approach to playing defense as optional. San Diego opened as 4.5-point favorites, and the line was quickly wagered down a half point. While the Chargers still call San Diego home, they remain in limbo, and their fans are apathetic to their plight. The Saints' defense is already the worst in the NFL, and losing their starting safety, Kenny Vaccaro, is not going to help. Vaccaro missed Monday's game while he continues to rehab his bad ankle. The Saints will also be without top cornerback Delvin Breaux after he had surgery to repair a broken fibula. That's not good news when facing Phillip Rivers and the Chargers' passing attack. It's difficult to remember Drew Brees ever playing for the Chargers, but he did for 5 seasons after being selected with the number 1 pick in the second round of the 2001 draft. The team traded him for Rivers in 2004, and 2 years later, Brees landed in New Orleans. Brees' march to the Hall of Fame began in 2006, and his numbers reflect just how good he's been. This season, Brees leads the NFL in passing yards with 1,062, and he has 8 touchdown passes with just 1 interception. While the offensive output was more of a systematic approach a few years ago, it became a necessity recently. With a historically bad defense, the offense has to continue to move the football and score points to keep up. The total for this matchup is the highest on the board, and for good reason. The Saints will chuck the ball all over the field because that's what they do. Rivers and the Chargers just saw New Orleans get gashed by the Falcons on Monday night, and even without 2 of their top playmakers, will try to take advantage of the mismatch. It happened again to San Diego, a major injury taking out one of the team's top performers, defensive leader Manti Te'o. Te'o sustained an Achilles tear while planting his foot on the turf in Indianapolis. The inside linebacker had become the leader of the defense, and the unit will suffer. Rookie Jatavis Brown, who missed most of the preseason with an injury, will take over this week. With a pair of gunslingers squaring off against shaky defenses, this game has shootout written all over it. Brees returns to San Diego as an opposing quarterback for the first time since leaving back in 2006. Rivers has taken over admirably for the Chargers and hasn't missed a start in his 11 seasons. But this game is much more than just a pair of former teammates facing each other. The Saints desperately need a win to make something of their season after starting 0-3. San Diego also failed to finish in their 2 losses and have the same bad taste in their mouth. We think when the fireworks commence, these teams have a good shot at catching the over. Our pick is over the total of 53.5.